What's up guys, this is Vinde Zwarts coming to you guys with a deck profile from the locals that I just went to online. I went 4-0, winning the locals with RagnaZoo, Diaboromon, and yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I'm going to go with you guys and show you my list, so let's get digital. Alright, so first, we're playing 3 copies of Omnimon Ultra S. This card is it's really good and helps us solidify game state by blowing out our opponent if they Rookie Rush us. It's good against Red Yellow, good against Rookie Rush, and de-digivolving Digimon to the point to where they get deleted. So we played 3 of them. Love to see it. Next we're playing 3 copies of Millenniumon. Millenniumon fits that bill just as well. Instead of de-digivolving though, it will put 1 Digimon to the bottom of our opponent's deck and then trash the rest. This is really good because it gets rid of problematic cards, and we're playing a really black heavy deck. So we're gonna play this guy. It's really good. We just love to see these 2 being played. It's a really good card, and it comes in clutch. Next, we're going to be playing RagnaZoo at 4. In previous builds that you have seen online, they focus more on RagnaZoo. We play RagnaZoo just because it gives us those good plays that we can make by keeping 3 memory, and then getting security attack +1 with blocker or piercing, and then it has reboot. This guy, if we see him, we're just doing good things, and it's really good, and it's a red Digimon, so that really comes in handy sometimes. Next, we're going to be playing 4 copies of Craniumon. I've seen a lot of builds that play 3 Craniumon. I prefer playing 4 just because you have that chance of seeing Craniumon. It's really good against other decks in general. Red Yellow, this card thrives against that deck. All Red Yellow players don't like seeing this card simply because it's a 2-for-1. They have to use 2 cards just to get rid of Craniumon. If you combo this with tie, it's really good. It's unbeatable if you have 2 ties with Craniumon. We just like hard playing him. We like seeing him. Craniumon plus any of our black Digimon that have blocker is just an unmovable, it's an impenetrable and unmovable force that they can't deal with. Next, we're going to be playing 2 Machinedramon. Machinedramon Ultra S is really good because it has that de-digivolving, and this guy de-digivolves up to 2 of my opponent Digimon, and then it has blocker. We love seeing this guy. He came in clutch for about 2 or 3 of my games, de-digivolving Digimon, and then just you have that blocker that they can't beat over. It's like, yeah, you give them memory, but there's just so much you can do with so much memory. Next, we're going to be playing 4 copies of Diaboromon. I'm sorry if you guys can't afford this card. I just really love Diaboromon. I decided to take out, because I was test playing the High Andromon, and I decided to play Diaboromon 1. It has a security attack +1. It's a black Digimon that you can play. The only drawback is that it has 11 DP. High Andromon has 12, and then it has 1 cost more. But I feel like this guy is a lot better simply because it's not a vanilla per se. This guy has security attack +1, and they stack. So if you have 1, it's a security attack +1. But if you have like any multiples, like say you have 4, that's a security attack +4 for each. So if you have 2, you're looking at security attack +2, and then security attack +2. It's a lot easier for you to go to game with these guys. Just thought he was a really good tech, and he really performed, and I really like the card. Next, we're going to be playing our Ragna pieces. We have our 4 Blackdigimondeck and our 4 Diaboromon. You have to play these guys when you see them. The combo is just so amazing. You give your Digimon blocker and then piercing, and then you can slap out a Kaiser Nail and just go for game, go for broke, man. It's really good. You love to see it. Next, with our utility Digimon, we are playing 4 copies of Volcanidramon and 3 copies of Volcanidramon and 3 copies of Magnadramon. This guy is really good because he deletes Digimon with 4,000 DP or less, so good against Rookie Rush, good against Red Yellow, and he has that security attack +1. We can drop this guy, put so much pressure on the board, and then also we can Kaiser Nail this guy, and those on play effects are just so good. They don't see that coming, and it just blows people out of the water. It wins games alone. Playing this or your Machinedramon just wins games by itself. RagnaZoo is just good because it helps sustain the game. Really good recover card. Recover 2, can't go bad, can't go wrong. Really good. It comes in clutch when you need it. Next for our rookies, we are playing a 4-3 line with 4 Vimon and 4 Gabumon just because we love jamming. Jamming puts in so much pressure over drawing 1. We only play 3 of this guy because we're going to be drawing 1 regardless because we have to Digivolve into this guy. It's rare that I hard play him, and if I do, I'm chucking my opponent at 3 memory. And that reminds me that I never just hard play something first turn. If I'm going first and I don't have either one of these or a tamer, I'm just passing my turn with 3. There's nothing much more that they can do with just 3 memory versus giving them 10. I found that, you know, if you give them 10, they can just make boards and just beat your ass. But if you give them 3, there's not much they can do. They can maybe go into like an ultimate, but that's about it. Or play like a rookie or play 2 rookies, and I mean, like I said, it's just not much that they can do with that. And then you can capitalize off of that with, like I said, the Volcanic Dramon or the Machinedramon. It's just easy. Next we are playing 2 Black Tai. Tai came in handy so much. This card is so good and so underrated. Like, Black is underrated as it is, but Tai wins games. I had a Craniumon on board with Tai. My opponent Glorious Burst me and didn't realize that, you know, Tai gives 1000 DP. So my Craniumon was sitting at 13. Glorious Burst wasn't enough to win the game, so I ended up capitalizing off of that and winning. It comes in handy because it puts your Black Digimon up by 1, and most people have hard times dealing with that with a 12 DP Digimon as it is. So having it at 13 is really so crushing. Also helps your Diaboromons because then they'll go to 12, and 12 plus attack plus 1. It's really good. Next for our option cards, we are going to be playing 2 Cocytus Breath and 3 Kaiser Nail. Kaiser Nail is self-explanatory. It's the combo of the deck. You've seen it multiple times, so I don't have to go over this. Cocytus Breath, I'm only playing 2. Some decks they play 4. I don't agree with that. I think 2 is fine. 4 is just overkill. They're going to clog your hand, and you don't want to see multiple of these, especially if you're going against a mirror match or a deck that doesn't really care about getting Cocytus Breath like Rookie Rush, because then they can just replay it again. You don't want to give your opponent that much memory, and playing for 7 and putting 1 back into the hand is just situational. But I only play just 2, and the last 2 cards that I play is 2 Gaia Force. Gaia Force is so much better than Cocytus Breath, but you want to play both just so you can see them. There's nothing like checking security into a Gaia Force and then going off from there, or just hard playing Gaia Force when your opponent gives you so much memory that you can capitalize off of. So those are all the cards for the deck. And for the babies, I am playing the 4 Demi Vimon and the 1 Upamon. Demi Vimon is just so much better than Upamon. Most of your Digimon that you're going to be playing for blue, your rookies, are Vimons, so they're going to have jamming. The reason I chose to only play 1 Upamon is just because it's so hit or miss on if your opponent has a Digivolution, to where you're always more than likely going to have that Vimon with jamming, and it's just so much viable just to draw from jamming than it is to hope that your opponent has a Digivolution. So that's my deck. I hope you guys like it. Comment and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think if you're interested in Digimon. This is the first of many Digimon deck profiles that I'm going to be bringing to my channel. I am a Black Digimon tamer. I mostly play Black Digimon decks, and Black's my color. I love Black. It's underrated, and a lot of people are sleeping on it. Next, I plan on giving you guys like maybe some videos, but in the future I'm going to be running D-Brigade, and up until then I'm going to keep focusing on this deck and trying to utilize and optimize it, and I'm going to give you guys updates on how I do with it. So just let me know what you think, and this is Vinde from Team All-Star, and remember, always keep it digital. Peace.